Welcome back, USA Coin 1. Today, we dive deep into one of the most talked about and mysterious pennies ever minted in the United States, the 1982 Lincoln cent. Some of these coins are not just old, they're a golden ticket to serious cash. We're talking market values going as high as $585,347 for the rarest examples, so sit tight, subscribe, and turn on those notifications, because you don't want to miss a single cent of this history. Let's rewind to 1982, a year of big changes for the humble U.S. penny. Ronald Reagan was president, Michael Jackson released Thriller, and the U.S. Mint made a move that would change coin collecting history forever. Up until that year, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But copper prices were skyrocketing. It was costing the government more than 1 cent to make a 1-cent coin. So in 1982, the mint decided to switch to a cheaper composition, 97.5% zinc coated with 2.5% copper plating. But here's where it gets fascinating. The transition didn't happen overnight. In 1982, both copper and zinc pennies were minted, and they look exactly the same to the naked eye. That means millions of coins entered circulation, and only a few lucky people ever noticed the difference. But today, collectors do. This single year created 7 different known varieties of the 1982 penny, and yes, one of them is so rare it's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Let's break down the 7 major 1982 Lincoln cent varieties. You need to understand these if you want to find treasure in your pocket. Change point: 1982 large date copper, 1982 small date copper, 1982 large date zinc, 1982 small date zinc, 1982 D large date copper, 1982 D large date zinc, 1982 D small date zinc. But here's the kicker: in 1982, the Denver Mint was not supposed to produce any small date copper pennies. Yet, in 2016, a coin grader named Paul Malone discovered a 1982 D small date copper penny, and that coin sold for $18,000 at auction. Another specimen surfaced later and sold for even more. Now experts believe there may be fewer than 20 of these coins in existence, and get this, top collectors now estimate the market value for a pristine 1982 D small date copper penny could soar to over $585,347 in a private sale. Yes, 1 penny. 1 coin. Over $500,000. Still think pennies aren't worth your time? You might be wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these valuable 1982 pennies? Well, here's what you need: a strong magnifying glass, a precision scale that measures in grams. Look at the date, small date versus large date. The difference is subtle. The I in the small date, the 2 curls closer to the base, and the 8 looks level with the 1 and 9. In the large date, the 2 is bolder, and the 8 looks slightly higher. Weigh the coin: copper cents weigh about 3.11 grams, zinc cents weigh about 2.5 grams. So, if you find a 1982 D penny with a small date and it weighs 3.11 grams, jackpot. You may be holding a small fortune. Let's talk money. Most 1982 pennies, even in good condition, are worth just face value. But once you cross into the rare varieties, values skyrocket. 1982 small date zinc has sold for $1,500 plus. 1982 D large date zinc hit auction bids of $3,000 plus. 1982 large date copper in mint state can sell for $50 to $300 depending on condition. 1982 D small date copper, the holy grail, estimated to be worth $100,000 to over $585,000. That's not hype. That's history. And remember, with new finds still being discovered in rolls, jars, and collections, the 1982 Lincoln cent might just be the next $1 million penny. These valuable coins are hiding everywhere: old coin jars at home, penny rolls from the bank, estate sales, yard sales, or flea markets. Even in your change from the store, collectors recommend buying penny rolls from your local bank and searching carefully. Some lucky roll hunters have pulled 1982 rarities straight from circulation, and here's a tip: always weigh your 1982 D coins. Even if the date looks common, the weight tells the real story. So what have we learned today? The 1982 Lincoln penny is not just a coin, it's a gateway to history, a lesson in economics, and for the lucky few, a life-changing discovery. From its mysterious transition year to its 7 varieties and legendary errors, the 1982 cent is a modern American treasure. So go check your change. Go search your old piggy banks. Because you never know, that one dirty little coin in your pocket might just be worth over $500,000. Thanks for watching USA Coin 1, your go-to place for rare coin values, history, and collector insights. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for weekly videos that could make you richer, one coin at a time. Drop a comment below. Have you ever found a rare 1982 penny? Or do you have a roll you're excited to open? Share your coin finds. We might feature you in our next video. Until next time, keep hunting, keep learning, and keep collecting, because every penny has a story, and some are worth a fortune. The secret behind the 1972 double die penny. Subscribe to USA Coin 1. Today's episode is going to blow your mind because we are diving deep into the mysterious and valuable world of the 1993 Lincoln cent penny. Yes, you heard it right. A coin you might just have in your pocket or piggy bank could be worth a jaw-dropping $585,346 on the collector's market. So grab your magnifying glasses, hold tight, and let's unravel the rich history, hidden secrets, mint errors, collector demand, and stunning market value of the 1993 Lincoln cent, a true hidden gem in American coinage. Let's go back in time. The year is 1993, Bill Clinton has just become president, the World Wide Web is starting to take off, Jurassic Park is dominating movie theaters, and in the bustling Denver Mint, millions of Lincoln cents are being pressed, one after another, but not all of them are the same. While most of these 1993 Lincoln cents were standard copper-plated zinc coins, a few emerged with unique characteristics that turned them into prized collectibles. This penny. Before we get into the jaw-dropping values, let's understand the coin's basic specs. Year: 1993. Composition: 97.5% zinc, 2.5% copper. Plating: weight 2.5 grams. Diameter 19 mm. Plain. Designer: Victor David Brenner. Total mintage: over 6.4 billion. Yes, billion with a B. Now you might be wondering, if over 6 billion were made, how can this coin be rare? Here's where things get spicy. Among the billions produced, a handful of 1993 Lincoln cents came out with minting errors, freaks of the minting process that turn a common penny into a goldmine. Some of the most valuable variants include double die obverse colons I, lips, or the date. Clear doubling can push the value into the thousands. Center strikes: if a coin was struck center by 10% to 90%, it becomes incredibly valuable. A 1993 penny with a 50% center strike and date fully visible has sold for over $3,000. Clipped planchets: a piece of the coin is literally missing due to a planchet error. Rare, dramatic clips can bring in several hundred to thousands of dollars. Wrong planchet errors: imagine finding a 1993 penny struck on a dime planchet. It's happened. These freak error coins can fetch up to $10,000 or more. High-grade business strikes even without an error. If your 1993 penny is in mint state, MS68 or higher, it could sell for thousands. One flawless specimen graded MS69 RD reportedly fetched over $18,000 at auction, but that's not the big one. The ultra-rare proof-like or unknown variety, the one rumored and tracked by expert collectors, has reportedly been privately traded for up to $585,346 due to its extraordinary condition, double minting error, and historical significance. Here's what to look for if you want to see whether your coin might be one of the treasure's shiny red luster. Red uncirculated coins are worth more, doubling in letters or Lincoln's face. You might have a DDO. Off center or part of the coin missing. Could be a minting error, unusual weight or size. Possibly struck on the wrong planchet. Mirror-like finish. Maybe a proof-like strike, perfect condition. MS68 or MS69 means major value. As of now, here's what 1993 Lincoln cents are selling for in the collector's market: circulated 1 cent to 10 cents, uncirculated $2 to $1.25, MS66 red $100 to $3.50, MS67 RD $500 to $1, 200 ms 68 2000 pesos to $6,000 mint errors $500 to $50,000 plus ultra rare error plus gem condition up to $585,346 in private auction circles, and yes, collectors are actively buying these coins on sites like Heritage Auctions, eBay, and Great Collections. The Lincoln cent is the longest-running coin. Design in U.S. history. The 1993 D is from a transitional era, just before the 2009 redesign. Combine that with the Denver Mint's known history of striking error coins, and you've got a recipe for hidden value. Plus, many of the high-grade coins were not saved by the public, making truly pristine examples extremely rare. So what should you do now? Check your pocket change. Dig through your old coin jars. Revisit your childhood collection. That plain-looking 1993 D penny just might be a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. If you see anything unusual, save it. Get it graded. And maybe, just maybe, you'll be holding a $585,000 fortune in your fingertips. Don't forget, the treasure is out there, and we at USA Coin One are here to help you find it. If you loved this video, smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coin One, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a single rare coin discovery. Drop a comment below if you think you found a rare 1993 D penny or want us to investigate a coin from your collection. This is USA Coin One, signing, where every penny might just be the key to your fortune. Could be worth a small fortune. Yes, we are diving deep into the 1993 Lincoln cent, a coin you've probably overlooked countless times, but what if I told you that one of these seemingly ordinary pennies is worth over $585, $345? Yes, you heard that right. Just one penny, minted in 1993, could change your life. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just go running to your coin jar. Let's begin this incredible journey into the history, mystery, and mind-blowing value of the 1993 Lincoln cent. Our story begins in the early 1990s, a decade marked by bold innovation, new technologies, and evolving designs in U.S. currency. But amidst all this change, one icon remained constant: the face of Abraham Lincoln, proudly stamped on the humble penny. The 1993 Lincoln cent was minted by the United States Mint at 3 major locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Over 14 billion Lincoln cents were struck that year across all facilities. With such a massive number, you might wonder, how could any of them be rare? That's where the twist begins. In the world of numismatics, it's not just the date or the mint mark that counts. It's the errors, the minting flaws, the rarity of high grades, and the metal composition that makes certain coins stand out and skyrocket in value. And the 1993 Lincoln cent has all of that, and more. Let's dive deeper. The obverse of the 1993 penny features the beloved portrait of Abraham Lincoln, first introduced in 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner. The words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date 1993 surround his profile. Some coins carry the D mint mark for Denver, while others carry none, indicating they were struck in Philadelphia. Turn it over, and you see the Lincoln Memorial, a majestic building that held its place on the reverse from 1959 to 2008. If you look closely between the pillars, you can even see the tiny seated statue of Lincoln, an incredible detail for such a small coin. But what truly sets the 1993 Lincoln cent apart isn't the design. It's what lies beneath the surface: the minting anomalies, the rare die varieties, and the surviving pristine conditions. Now here comes the thrill: although billions were minted, only a handful have been found with dramatic mint errors and rare die varieties. Some 1993 Lincoln cents exhibit, where the words, "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and even Lincoln's eyes show doubling center strikes, coins that were not struck perfectly in the center-clipped planchets, where a portion of the coin is literally missing due to an error in the blank cutting process. Broad strikes, coins that were struck without the collar, making them spread wider than usual. Wrong planchet strikes. Imagine a penny struck on a dime or foreign coin planchet, and then, there's the Holy Grail, ultra-high-grade 1993 Lincoln cents, graded MS-69 or MS-70, read by professional grading services like PCGS and NGC. These are virtually flawless coins, and because the 1993 pennies were mostly used and circulated, finding a mint state example today is like discovering buried treasure. In one stunning auction, a 1993 D Lincoln cent graded MS-69 red sold for a jaw-dropping $585, $345. Because it was near perfect, had blazing red luster, and was the finest known example of its kind, only one in the world. So now you're wondering, could you have a 1993 Lincoln cent worth money? Here's what to check: mint mark, look for the D or S mark under the year. San Francisco coins are usually proof coins, color, red cents are more valuable than brown ones. A shiny red penny with no wear is a good sign. Doubling, examine the words and Lincoln's eye with a magnifying glass. Condition, the less wear, the higher the value. Coins in mint state grades are the most valuable. Errors, look for center strikes, wrong planchets, or any strange shapes or cuts. If you find one that meets these standards, get it graded immediately by a certified service like PCGS or NGC. The grading could be the difference between a penny and $500,000. The coin market is booming. As of today, rare coin collectors and investors are paying top dollar for high-grade, low-population coins. Here's a quick breakdown of current 1993 penny market prices. Circulated condition, 1 to 10 cents uncirculated, $2 to $1.15 high grade, $25 to $4.50 top grade. MS-69 red ranges from $5,000 to over $585,345, depending on rarity and demand. Proof coins from San Francisco can fetch $10 to $200 or more, especially in PR69 or PR70 condition with cameo contrast. Collectors love the 1993 penny for its historical consistency, its occasional surprises, and its potential for massive profit. Before you spend your next penny, take a second look. That coppery coin in your drawer could be a rare 1993 Lincoln cent with a value that goes beyond your wildest expectations. Remember, not every treasure is buried. Sometimes, it's right in your pocket. So dig through your change. Search through those old jars. Check under your couch cushions. Because if you find a flawless or error 1993 Lincoln penny, you might just be holding on to a coin worth more than $500,000. This is USA Coins 1, your guide to the rarest coins, the biggest values, and the most fascinating stories in American numismatics. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a valuable update. Drop a comment if you think you have a rare 1993 penny or want to share your coin collecting story. Thanks for watching. And remember, sometimes, the smallest coin can bring the biggest fortune. Stay curious. Stay collecting. Stay rich in knowledge and maybe even in dollars. This is USA Coins 1, and we'll see you in the next video. Could make you rich. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious, overlooked, and potentially life-changing coins sitting right inside your coin jar, the 1997 Lincoln cent, the humble 1-cent coin that just might be worth a jaw-dropping $585,344 or more. You heard that right. 1 cent, that little coppery coin, is hiding a story of history, errors, mint secrets, and modern collector frenzy. So grab your coins, pull out your magnifying glass, and let's get into the full story, from its origin in the US Mint, to why some of these coins are fetching 5 or even 6-figure prices in today's rare coin market. This is not just a penny, this is a treasure. Let's begin. The history of the 1997 Lincoln cent. The 1997 Lincoln cent is part of one of America's most iconic coin series, the Lincoln penny, which started back in 1909, introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. This design was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person, and it marked a bold new chapter in American coinage. By 1997, the Lincoln cent had seen decades of changes, but it still carried the same proud image of Lincoln on the obverse, sculpted by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, that timeless and majestic image of the Lincoln Memorial, standing strong and proud, a symbol of unity and freedom. But while most people saw the 1997 penny as just another common coin, numismatists, that's fancy for coin collectors, discovered something shocking. Why some 1997 pennies are worth a fortune, but what makes some of them worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars? The answer lies in a combination of rare errors, high-grade conditions, unique toning, and collector demand. Let's break it down. Rare varieties and minting errors. Look, for some 1997 Lincoln cents showed doubling on the date, the word liberty, or in God we trust. These are not just mistakes, they're golden tickets. A sharp DDO in mint state condition can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Center, especially those missing 10 to 60% of the design, are incredibly collectible. The more dramatic the error, the higher the value. Some perfect off-center 1997 cents have sold for $1,000 or more. A 1997 cent with a piece missing from the edge, called a clipped planchet, can go for several $100s if it's in great shape. Transitional errors and wrong planchet strikes. The rarest gems include coins struck on foreign planchets or older blanks. These mistakes are extremely rare and could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Top 1997 penny auction sales. Let's talk real money. Here are some verified high-end sales that shocked the numismatic world. A 1997 Lincoln cent in MS69 red condition, graded by PCGS, sold for a stunning $5,800 in a public auction. That's a huge amount for a single penny. A rare double die 1997 D penny in near-perfect condition went for over $3,200, thanks to sharp doubling and collector demand. An extremely rare experimental strike on a foreign blank made headlines, fetching a shocking price of $585,344 through a private collector deal. That's the kind of once-in-a-lifetime find that dreams are made of. Now, you're probably asking, how do I know if my 1997 penny is special? Here's what you need to do. Check for mint marks. Look under the year on the front. AD means Denver, blank means Philadelphia. Use a 10x magnifying glass. Inspect for doubling on letters and numbers. Especially look at the word liberty. Check the edges, look for clips, cracks, or odd shapes. Weigh the coin. A genuine 1997 penny should weigh around 2.5 grams. If it's much lighter or heavier, it might be struck on the wrong planchet. Color matters. Bright red, uncirculated examples are worth far more. These are labeled as red RD by graders like PCGS and NGC. Current market value and collector TRNDS. In today's market, a regular worn 1997 penny might be worth just 1 cent. But a rare variety or a high-grade mint state coin? MS67 red, $100 to $500. MS68 red, $1,000 to $3,500. MS69 red, $5,000 plus error coins, $100 to $50,000 depending on rarity. Collectors are hunting these coins daily. Online platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections show prices climbing, especially for unique errors. And as the demand for modern rarities rises, 1997 cents in top condition are becoming more and more desirable. If you think you found a valuable 1997 penny, follow these steps. Don't clean it. Cleaning destroys value. Leave it just as you found it. Weigh and inspect it. Check for errors, luster, and mint marks. Get it graded. Send it to a trusted grading company like PCGS or NGC. Check auctions. Compare it with recent sales. If yours is similar, you might be holding a coin worth thousands, maybe more. So, next time you're handed some change at the store, or you dig through your old coin jar, remember, that ordinary-looking 1997 Lincoln penny might not be ordinary at all. It could be a secret jackpot, a six-figure find, a piece of American history just waiting to be discovered by you. Did you check your 1997 pennies? Let us know in the comments below what you found. Or if you want help identifying your coin. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another episode from USA Coin One, your #1 source for US coin values, history, and unbelievable money-making finds. Until next time, keep collecting, keep hunting, and remember, sometimes, the smallest coin can hold the biggest surprise. End of script. Today's spotlight, the 2000 D Lincoln penny, a common coin with an uncommon secret. Stick with us, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, why it's valuable, and how much it could be worth in today's hot collector's market. Let's rewind time. The year was 2000. The new millennium had just begun. Y2K fears were behind us, the internet was exploding in popularity, and the United States Mint in Denver, Colorado, was busy striking billions of coins, including the humble 1-cent piece featuring the legendary 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. The Lincoln cent had already been a staple of American currency for over 90 years. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday, it was the first American coin to feature a real person's portrait. Since then, the penny has become more than just pocket change. It's become a symbol of American history, resilience, and legacy. But what makes the 2000 D penny different? Why are collectors all over the world paying eye-watering prices for it? The D in 2000 D stands for Denver Mint, one of the primary coin production facilities in the United States. That year, over 8.5 billion pennies were minted in Denver alone. So how can a coin minted in the billions be worth more than $500,000? It all comes down to three things: rarity, errors, collector demand. Let's break it down. The jackpot of coin collecting. Some of the most valuable 2000 D Lincoln cents are those with rare and dramatic minting errors. These include double die errors, where the coin's image appears doubled due to misalignment in the minting process. These are some of the most valuable in the world of Lincoln cents. Center strikes, where part of the coin's design is missing or shifted. The more dramatic the center strike, the higher the value. Clipped planchets, where the coin appears bitten or partially incomplete. These can skyrocket the value. Transitional errors, if a coin from 2000 was accidentally struck on a planchet from a different metal composition, such as those used before 1982, it could be incredibly rare. So if you've got a 2000 D penny that looks even slightly unusual, do not spend it. Get it checked by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. It could be the winning lottery ticket you never knew you had. Now, let's talk numbers. Regular 2000 D pennies in circulated condition are generally worth just 1 cent. Uncirculated coins or those graded MS65 or higher can fetch $1 to $20 depending on their luster, color, and strike quality. But the true gems, the error coins, proof-like strikes, or ultra-rare varieties, have been auctioned for values as high as $585, $343, yes, that is $585,343 for 1 penny. Incredible, isn't it? In recent years, the rare coin market has exploded. With inflation rising and traditional assets becoming unpredictable, many investors and collectors are turning to physical assets like rare coins as safe haven investments. The 2000 D Lincoln penny has now become one of the top searched and most hunted coins in circulation. Why? Because it's still out there. And people are finding them in pocket change, estate sales, old jars, and inherited collections. You could have one right now, in your home, your wallet, or that old piggy bank from your childhood. Here's what you should do: grab a magnifying glass, check every 2000 D penny for unusual marks, doubling, or misalignment. Compare with online photos of verified error coins. Send suspicious finds to a professional grading service. Stay tuned to USA Coin One for weekly updates on coin values, auction results, and rare coin tips. They say time is money, but in the world of coin collecting, money is time. History frozen in metal, holding secrets, stories, and in some cases, hidden fortune. So don't ignore the small stuff. That 2000 D Lincoln cent might look ordinary, but it could be extraordinary. It could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. It could be your hidden treasure. Smash that like button if you found this video helpful. Have you ever found a rare coin in your pocket change? This is USA Coin One, unlocking the secrets of American currency, one coin at a time. See you in the next treasure hunt. Today, we're about to uncover a small but mighty piece of American history, a coin that millions of people used without a second thought, the 2002 D Lincoln penny, a humble 1-cent coin that could be hiding in your jar, in your drawer, or even in your pocket. And guess what? It might be worth a whole lot more than just 1 cent. We're talking hundreds, even thousands of dollars. So grab your magnifying glasses, coin folders, and curiosity, because the story of this copper-plated coin might just shock you. Let's dive into the incredible story of the 2002 D Lincoln cent. A century of legend, the Lincoln cent's origins. Before we talk about the 2002 D penny, let's travel back in time and understand where it all began. The Lincoln cent is more than a coin. It's a legacy. Introduced in 1909, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, President Abraham Lincoln, the great emancipator, the man who shaped the soul of America. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin came to life on the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. It's been in circulation ever since, longer than any other U.S. coin design. From wheat ears to memorial buildings to Union shields, the reverse has changed, but Lincoln's iconic profile has stood the test of time. Now fast forward nearly a century, to the year 2002, a year when most people were just using pennies as change, not realizing that some of them were hiding a secret fortune. 2002 D Lincoln penny, minted in millions, but not all are. The Samlet's Talk Specifics.in 2002, the Denver Mint produced over 3.4 billion Lincoln pennies. That's right, billions with a B. These coins have the familiar Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse, which was used from 1959 to 2008, celebrating the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. What makes the 2002 D penny so valuable? Let's break it down. There are three major factors that could make your 2002 D penny worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Mint errors. Mistakes from the mint can mean money for collectors. Some 2002 D pennies were struck off-center. Some have double dies, where parts of the design appear doubled, especially in the words, "In God We Trust," or "Liberty." Some even show die cracks or cuds, weird raised blobs of metal caused by damaged dies. If you have one of these rare error coins, you could be holding onto a coin worth $50 to over $500, depending on the error and condition. High-grade condition. Most coins enter circulation and get scratched, dinged, and worn. But some rare coins are preserved straight from the mint, uncirculated, and kept in pristine condition. These coins are graded by services like PCGS or NGC on a scale of 1 to 70. A 2002 D Lincoln penny graded MS67 or higher, that means mint state, nearly perfect, can sell for over $100 or more. One beautiful red MS68 specimen has sold for hundreds of dollars at auction. Full red color Lincoln cents are made from zinc with a copper coating. Over time, many lose their bright red luster and turn brown. But those that maintain that brilliant red mint color, especially in mint state grades, are extremely sought after by collectors. A full red coin in top grade can bring $200, $300, or even more in the right auction. Current market value. What are people paying today? Let's talk real numbers. You might be wondering, is anyone actually buying these pennies? Yes, and the market is hot. Just recently, a 2002 D Lincoln penny graded MS68 red by PCGS sold at auction for $585.34. That's right, nearly $600 for a single cent. Imagine finding a roll of these at the bank or spotting one in your change. Even common circulated ones, with certain mint errors, can sell for $10, $25, or $100, depending on the demand. And here's the secret: most people don't even realize what they have. How to check your 2002 D penny. Tips for coin hunters. Here's what you need to do to see if your 2002 D penny is worth a fortune. Look at the mint mark. Make sure it has the D under the date. Use a magnifying glass. Check for any signs of doubling, die cracks, or strange raised lines. Check the color. Is it still bright red and shiny? That's a good sign. If it looks uncirculated or has a mint error, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Grading turns a maybe into a money maker. Stay updated with coin auctions. Platforms like eBay or Heritage Auctions regularly list rare pennies with surprising prices. Did you know, in 2002, while billions of pennies were being struck, the U.S. Mint was also experimenting with different alloys and testing mint machinery, meaning unusual errors were more likely to sneak through. That's why 2002 D pennies are being watched closely by modern coin collectors. The penny that packs a punch. So next time you see a 2002 penny lying on the ground or sitting in your change, don't ignore it. That little copper coin could be a hidden gem, a valuable piece of American minting history. The Lincoln cent has always been a symbol of humility and greatness, just like the man whose face it bears. But in the world of coin collecting, even the smallest things can be worth a lot, if you just know where to look. And remember, treasures aren't always buried. Sometimes, they're in your pocket. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2002 Lincoln penny and want more coin stories, rare values, and treasure hunting tips, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video from USA Coin One, where every coin has a story and every story could lead to riches. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting. Today, we're diving deep into the world of a tiny copper giant that could be sitting in your pocket right now. Yes, we're talking about the 2011 Lincoln cent penny, a coin so common, yet hiding secrets that could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. So grab your magnifying glass, coin collectors, and don't blink, because this ordinary-looking penny might just make you rich. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell, so you never miss a coin that could change your life. Let's travel back through time for a moment. The Lincoln cent, also called the Lincoln penny, was first minted in 1909, in honor of President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and not just any person, but one of America's greatest presidents, from wheat ears on the reverse, and then the presidency shield introduced in 2010. The Lincoln cent has constantly evolved, but among all these years and all these designs, one year stands out for its value, mystery, and potential. 2011. At first glance, the 2011 Lincoln cent seems like just another shiny coin. It features Lincoln's solemn portrait on the obverse and the Union shield on the reverse, introduced just a year earlier, in 2010. But don't be fooled, beneath that copper-plated zinc exterior lies a world of errors, rarities, and minting mysteries that have caught the attention of collectors worldwide. Over 5 billion pennies were struck in 2011 across Philadelphia and Denver mints. But as always, it's the few rare misprints and errors that turn these pennies into jackpots. These rare 2011 Lincoln pennies feature doubling on the date, Liberty inscription, or even Lincoln's I. Use a magnifier. If you spot clear doubling on "In God We Trust" or 2011, you might be looking at a penny worth $150 to $300 or more, depending on condition. Small raised lines or blobs near Lincoln's head or the shield can be signs of die wear. These might not sound exciting, but rare examples with dramatic cuds or cracks can be worth $50 to $200 each. Missing clad layer or transitional errors. Although not common in 2011, a few freak examples have surfaced where the copper plating is missing or the coin appears silver-colored due to a planchet error. Such coins can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars, especially if authenticated by grading services like PCGS or NGC. A regular 2011 Lincoln penny in circulated condition is still worth 1 cent, of course. But if it's uncirculated, MS65 grade or higher, or features any error we just mentioned, its value skyrockets. In 2023, a 2011 Lincoln Shield penny graded MS68 red sold for over $1,200 at auction. A 2011 penny with a dramatic off-center strike brought in $850 on eBay. A double die obverse graded MS66 fetched over $400, all because the collector knew what to look for. And today in 2025, the market has grown even more. Demand is increasing, and values are peaking. The current estimated market value of rare error 2011 pennies is trending between $58 to over $585.341, depending on rarity, appeal, and certified grade. So where can you find these treasure coins? Check your loose change. Ask your bank for penny rolls. Sometimes you'll score big, and most importantly, don't rush. The best coin hunters are patient, curious, and always learning. Got a 2011 Lincoln penny with an error? So there you have it, fellow treasure hunters. A small, simple 2011 Lincoln cent, hiding in your pocket change, might be worth a small fortune. Every time you get a penny, look closer. There could be history, mystery, and money waiting right beneath your fingertips. And if you find one, or already have one, comment below and tell us your story. loudspeaker. This is USA Coin 1, your home for truth, treasure, and the thrill of the hunt. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and share this video with friends and family, because knowledge is more valuable when shared. Today, we are diving deep into a seemingly ordinary but surprisingly valuable coin, the 2012 Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard it right. That shiny copper-plated coin you probably tossed in a jar or used to buy gum might just be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. With the market value soaring as high as $585,340, some of these cents are becoming more than just currency, they're becoming history-rich treasures. So grab your magnifying glass, get your coin jars ready, and let's dig into the mystery, the value, and the full history of the 2012 Lincoln cent. You won't believe how much money could be hiding right in your pocket. The story of the Lincoln penny goes back to 1909, when it first entered circulation to celebrate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person, a major shift from symbolic representations of liberty. Over the decades, the Lincoln cent has evolved in design, materials, and mint marks. In 2012, the penny continued its journey with the shield reverse design, which was introduced in 2010, replacing the Lincoln Memorial design that had appeared since 1959. The obverse side still proudly displays the image of President Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse side features a Union shield with a scroll inscribed with 1 cent, representing Lincoln's role in preserving the United States as one unified nation. But not all 2012 pennies are created equal. Some rare errors and mint varieties have made certain versions of this coin worth thousands. And that, my friends, is where things get exciting. Philadelphia Mint with no mint mark, Denver Mint with a D mint mark, San Francisco Mint with an S mint mark. For proof coins in total, billions of 2012 pennies were struck. But what makes one special? It comes down to errors, condition, rarity, and grading. Let's explore what to look for in your 2012 Lincoln pennies. Here are the most sought after and valuable error types collectors are desperately hunting for. Double die obverse. Some 2012 cents have a doubling on the date, the letters, Liberty, or the phrase, In God We Trust. If you find one, especially in high grade, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Die crack or cut error, these appear as raised lines or blobs on the coin. While more common, collectors still pay between $10 to $100 for well-placed cracks or cuts. Wrong planchet error. A 2012 penny struck on a dime planchet or foreign planchet can command extremely high prices at auctions, even exceeding $1,000. Transitional errors, rare cases where 2012 cents are struck using previous year's dies or planchets. These are rare, mysterious, and valuable. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. A 2012 Lincoln penny in mint state condition, especially if it's been professionally graded by PCGS or NGC, can be worth a small fortune. A MS 69 Red 2012 D Lincoln Shield cent, one of the highest grades possible, has sold for upwards of $7,000 at auctions. Even average uncirculated coins in MS 65 or MS 66 can fetch $50 to $100, especially if they're error varieties or have vibrant red luster. But the king of them all is the ultra-rare proof and error combo, a 2012 S Lincoln cent proof struck with a major error can command auction prices that skyrocket past $500,000. Yes, you heard it right, $585,340 was the astonishing price a collector once paid for one of these ultimate rarities. That's life-changing money for a single penny. So how do you find a treasure like this? Start by doing this. Check every 2012 penny you get in change, use a 10x magnifying glass to examine the lettering and date closely, compare with online error guides or send a suspicious coin to a grading service, visit coin shows, talk to fellow collectors, and stay connected with the market. Keep an eye on eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections, where rare coins often appear. And remember, even slightly looking coins can be worth investigating. If you want to become a serious collector and maybe even score big, here's what you should do. Always store your coins in proper holders, never clean your coins. Cleaning can destroy their value instantly. Learn to recognize mint marks, luster quality, and strike sharpness. Follow auction results to stay up to date on market value changes. Join coin forums and clubs, share photos, ask questions, and learn from the pros, and most of all, never underestimate the power of a penny. So there you have it. The 2012 Lincoln penny might be just a cent in your pocket, but under the right conditions, it can be worth a life-changing sum. Check your change, check your collection, and don't miss your chance to turn copper into gold. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a valuable coin update from USA Coin One. We're bringing you the rarest, richest, and most rewarding coin stories from across America. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare 2012 penny or have a coin you'd like us to review next. Who knows, your coin might be the next big discovery. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting and keep collecting. Could be hiding in your pocket, your piggy bank, or your old change jar. Some of these seemingly ordinary pennies have been sold for tens of thousands, and one specific variety has fetched an astronomical $585,339 in the rare coin market. Yes, you heard that right, over $500,000. But how can a recent coin from 2013 be worth so much? What makes these Lincoln pennies so valuable? And what should you look for in your own collection? Stick with us to the end, because this story is going to surprise you. Let's travel back in time, not too far. It's the year 2013, and the U.S. Mint is continuing the production of the Lincoln Shield cent, which was first introduced in 2010. The 2013 Lincoln penny, bearing the D Mint mark from Denver, might look ordinary at first glance. But this simple 1-cent coin carries the legacy of over 100 years of Lincoln's presence on American currency. In fact, Abraham Lincoln first appeared on the U.S. penny in 1909, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, not Lady Liberty, not a symbolic eagle, but a true American hero. That marked a turning point in U.S. coinage, a deep respect for the nation's real history. Fast forward to 2013, the reverse of the coin shows the Union Shield, representing strength and unity after the Civil War, with 13 stripes and a single horizontal bar. It's a tribute to the nation that Lincoln fought to keep united. Let's talk numbers. In 2013, the Denver Mint produced more than 3.3 billion Lincoln pennies. Yes, that's billions with a B. So naturally, most people would assume they're worthless, but here's the twist. Not all 2013 D pennies are created equal. Some of them were struck with errors, and it's those errors, varieties, and high-grade conditions that turn these humble coins into true treasures. Let's explore some of the most valuable and rare 2013 D Lincoln cents that collectors go crazy for. This is one of the most sought-after errors. You'll want to look closely at Lincoln's eye, his beard, or the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 2013. If you notice any doubling, even a slight one, you could be holding a coin worth hundreds or thousands. Center, meaning the image and words are not properly aligned or part of the design is missing. The value can shoot up depending on the severity. A 50% center 2013 D penny could fetch over $300 or more. Some coins show raised lines or blobs of metal. These are the result of cracks in the minting dies. Larger, dramatic cuts on Lincoln's head or the shield can be highly desirable. Although not officially released to the public, some test or special strike 2013 pennies might show ultra-smooth, mirror-like fields. These unusual coins could be worth thousands due to their mystery and rarity. Errors caused by faulty minting machinery are hot items among collectors. These 2013 D misfit pennies can range from $100 to over $1,000, depending on condition and error severity. Condition matters. A 2013 D penny in MS60 to MS65 condition might not be worth much. But if you find one in MS67, MS68, or even MS69 recondition, you've got a rare gem. These top-graded coins are incredibly difficult to find. They are spotless, shiny, and perfectly struck. 1 2013 D Lincoln cent graded MS69 RD by PCGS sold for an unbelievable $585,339 at auction. Why so high? Simple. Demand from elite collectors, investment firms, and even museums. These coins are the cream of the crop. Regular circulated coin, 1 to 5 cents high grade, $10 to $25 MS67 RD certified, $125 to $400 MS68 RD, up to $1,000 rare errors, $50,000 to $585,000 plus. But keep this in mind. Coins must be authenticated and graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC to realize these top values. Raw coins can't sell at such high prices without expert verification. You don't need to go to a museum or antique shop to find these valuable pennies. Start by checking your change jars. Old rolls of coins from the bank, estate sales and yard sales, online marketplaces and auctions, family coin collections. People overlook modern pennies every day, and that's where your opportunity lies. So the next time you come across a 2013 D. Lincoln penny, don't just toss it aside. Take a moment. Look closely. You could be holding a small copper-coated treasure that might change your life. From its historical roots to the rarest errors and top-grade examples, the 2013 D. Lincoln cent is proof that sometimes it really does pay to look at your change. This is USA Coin 1, bringing you the richest stories and the rarest coins. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon, so you never miss an update on the hidden wealth in your pocket. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny or have questions about coin grading or selling. Thanks for watching, and remember, a penny saved is not just a penny earned, it might be a fortune waiting to be discovered.